you know, you need a sharp lawyer. You got to have somebody, a legal team around you guys. Make sure you're using your own lawyer. Make sure the manager is not your label. Make sure, you know, you don't want no conflict of interests. That's the point I'm making on business, y'all. What happened when we was making enough noise to get recognized? You know what I'm saying? You got to know what's going on with you too, you know? And that's how you know how to leverage your money and negotiate your deals also. State Property was about a group of party. A party that was in Philadelphia that, and they was going to name the movie ABM because they couldn't use the name. And so they couldn't do that, so they came up with that name.
Yeah, because you got like, what, 18, 20 movies? Like,
now I do, now I do. I thought I was doing something until I got next to a guy with 100 and another guy with 200, so I still got more work to do. I think State Prop 1 got pulled from the jukebox in the city, but I know it's overseas. So, you know, that's why it's important to check all your stuff down, hold your catalog, keep your publishing, and it's forever. You know what I'm saying? That's another thing, guys. When if you modeling, that's a check. You understand? If you featuring something, that's a check. You know, you got to know what you're supposed to get paid for, you know? So that kind of stuff we didn't know. So that's why I was firing other guys' lawyers and stuff like that. It was like, you know, it's important for me to have that. But it was all learning experience, and without it, I wouldn't become a businessman like I am today. So it's just important for y'all to be on top of your business. That's the main thing. You can party and have fun. I get the whole partying thing. We party like rock stars, but you got to be on top of your business. Because while you somewhere at the club, there's somebody out trying to say, hey, they looking at the book saying, oh, and you're trying to get your money.
What's up, people? It's Omillio sponsor right now. I want to shout out to Dave's Cameras. Take care.
Yeah, it's your boy Fernie, and this is Force to Win Podcast. This episode is brought to you by Lavish Life Films, man. This is our guy. He's part of the family. He's part of the team. If you're watching this right now, this is a Lavish Life Films production. Shout out to my guy, Luke. All this professional shit I'm talking to you right now, fuck that. This is family. You know what he does. Video production, photos, Christmas photos, holiday, whatever you need. You got some clothing, you know what I'm saying? You got some brands you want to take pictures with. This is the guy to come to, man. He's going to get you right. Dope studio, dope location, very, very professional, very much on time with everything. Holla at my guy, Lavish Life Films, man. You see what we've been doing out here for the past almost 2 years now, right? Yeah, Lavish Life Films. He's the guy. He's the one that have us real looking good, man. You know what I'm saying? Lavish Life Films. Make sure you holla at them. It's Force to Win Podcast. You know the vibes. Get with us. Shout out to everybody who came out today, man. This is the live industry podcast, you know what I'm saying? Down and discuss. We got Omillio Sparks in the building.
Yes, sir.
You feel me?
Yes, sir.
First of all, this is our second Dine and Discuss live podcast.
Second, yeah.
So we appreciate you guys, all the new faces in the building, family, friends. We appreciate you guys. We have a couple of industry people in the building. We have a couple of podcasts in the building. So we appreciate you guys for joining us on this special occasion. And like Frank said, we have the one and only
Thank you.
baby boy in the house.
Pleasure. Thanks,
Yes. Rockefeller Zone. You know what I'm saying? State Property. Omillio Sparks. Feel me?
So we thank you for joining us tonight.
Thanks for having me.
Right? You was out here last night, right?
Yeah, I was out a little showcase thing with Miss Rhodey, Shoot for Hope. Yep.
And how was that?
It was pretty cool. Just had to get out of here about 1.
Okay. So y'all
we
had
on a time frame too. Yeah.
Yeah. But it's all good, man.
It was
You
all
made
good,
it, man.
yeah.
Took that trip from Philly to fuck with us.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? We definitely appreciate it. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying? And once again, shout out to everybody who came out, man. This is definitely a dope networking event. That's what we did this for. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the whole New England. Yes. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all our vendors, man. You know, Hasa Diddy, you know what I'm saying? Ghost Stone, you know what I mean? Zanavia over there. Shout out to everybody who came out, man. We appreciate the love, man. We're going to have a lot more of these, man, so stay tuned. You feel me?
Yo, tune into the back.
Yeah.
You know?
Right. So back to you. So we appreciate you for joining us tonight.
Thanks,
so
Letitia.
we're going to try to get into your head about your run through in the industry and what advice you can give to these upcoming artists.
Well, you know, you need a sharp lawyer. You got to have somebody, a legal team around you guys. Make sure you're using your own lawyer. Make sure the manager is not your label. Make sure, you know, you don't want no conflict of interests. And definitely register. Make sure you're registered, your music is registered, and any name that you're doing is like that is trademarked and that kind of stuff. That way, you're sole proprietor of all your stuff, y'all. So you got to be an owner of your stuff first and foremost. For any loan come from the labels or anything, because you guys got to protect your own interests.
Now, is that something important that you went through? Yeah,
of course. In the beginning, you know, then I got LLCs. You got to have your LLCs, publishing companies and stuff like that. If you don't know that kind of stuff, then it's easy to rob you. Yeah, it's easy to rob you. So, you know, when I first did Give It To Me and all that kind of stuff, it was still there, but it wasn't like robbery. You know what I'm saying? It was just like, if you're not set up that way, then how could they allocate any funding to you if they not know who you get a split to? Yeah. So you definitely got to have your business in order.
So you mentioned the song "Give It To Me." Mm-hmm. So that was originally your song.
Yeah, he featured. Shout out to Jay and Pharrell too, because Pharrell did the beat. So that's a good look. Yeah.
So what made you give it up to them, or to Jay?
Well, he was the boss. He needed a record, so I gave it to him. You know, I ain't gonna tell him no. Plus, I was on the album.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you still get royalties for it?
Yeah. Well, we got this thing called Sound Exchange now, so it's a beautiful thing because now, since from that time to now, anything with my voice on it, you get your money. So
When did Sound Exchange get established though? When did that?
Sound Exchange been around for a minute, because when I was doing my independent album in 2008, they was around. So when I did DJ Turn It Up, I did 100% joint with them. So
Definitely. Yeah. So you had your LLC, you had everything before Give It To Me?
No. I had to do that afterwards.
You did it afterwards?
Yeah. Plus I needed to get the right team around me. You know, most of us got our homies in there doing business with them, and you know, we had to reconstruct. I had to the whole situation and put some people around that actually was dedicating themselves to the business and knew about it, that was going to be around me on my team.
So this happened after once you...
Yeah. We was young, man. Come on. We was 17, 15, 16.
Yeah. It's a lot of information.
From the hood. We were from the ghetto.
Yeah, you from the bottom.
We were down the bottom.
A lot of information was prevalent at the time. The internet was, you know, just being new to people. People still didn't know how to log on www, you know, on, you know, America Online and all that. Back then, early 2000s, you know what I'm saying, the late 90s, motherfuckers wasn't really, you know...
we was from the neighborhood, so we was from the block. We knew that. When you in corporate America, they you know, it's a different tax bracket, so it ain't the street.
So let's bring it back to the old Philly days, man. Like the Black House, man. Like you know what I'm saying? Like he was battling the Black House, man. Major Figures and all that. Like that niggas was going crazy, nigga. Like this is shit I come from. Like you watch y'all motherfuckers go crazy, nigga. Like you know what I'm saying, battling. You know what I'm saying? So before that. You know, they was ICH, right? What was it?
It was ICH.
ICH, but so the Black House battles, the ICH, which came first?
Well, the Black House battles with Major Figures in them, that's where was stuff going on at. Before we got to Rockefeller, we used to always see them guys in traffic. Yeah. It was a bunch of groups, Off the Hook, us, Major Figures. It was just a lot of people out. It was just a lot of folks out. Ice City, where Freeway and them all came from. So it was a lot of that going on, and we had our own camp because we from West Philly. So that was
because Philly's like kind of segregated, but it's
west, like north, southwest, and South Philly. Then you got the northeast, so we from west. So we was the group from out west.
So y'all was battling. You was battling Gilly and them. You was battling Dutch and Spade. You was on it.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like
because our camp had people from all over in them joint.
I started seeing that shit like when I started watching the DVD. So, but by the time I seen it, it was State Property versus Major Figures. Yeah. But before that, y'all wasn't State Property wasn't even formed at that time when the Black House thing was going on.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it wasn't.
They was still over the place. When we got one of my friends introduced us to Black Friday, and then we went up the whole because Major Figures was doing that deal first.
Yeah.
And something went wrong, and then we got introduced to him, and then. It was me and Oskino as a group, so they wanted us as a group, and then Chris and Neef came, and then Free, and I brought Crack on board, and Mac was there already. Once we did Hot 97 and all that kind of stuff, they wanted a record, and then next thing we had a movie, and then it was just like everything was.
So there was a CEO of ICH, like so before you got to State Property in Rockefeller, ICH is the label you were signed to. Paperwork was involved, or just a handshake?
Nah, wasn't no paperwork at ICH. Nah.
There was just a handshake.
Yeah.
And that's when you met Oskino.
Yeah, that's how
you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Because you didn't know Oskino before that.
No.
So you was fucking with the Black House shit before even Oskino?
No. See, Black House was like if you was somebody, that was the spot to be. It was like our tunnel. You ever been to tunnel in New York?
Oh,
Yeah.
Black House was our tunnel, a little spot on a dark block, and everybody go there. And you had to be that to be in there. Ho was down there. Ho was in there. We had Ho in there one night, and it was just popping.
Yeah, that's back in the A&R days when motherfuckers really looking for talent.
Yeah, when you come out scouting, they was out scouting.
Yeah, they was out scouting and shit.
Yeah,
you know
they was scouting.
So they was scouting. They was like, I'm gonna put this together.
That's the point I'm making on business, y'all. What happened when we was making enough noise to get recognized? You know what I'm saying? You gotta know what's going on with you too, you know? And that's how you know how to leverage your money and negotiate your deals also. Yeah.
But Philly was a hot spot at that time too, though. Like a lot of spitters came out of Philly from around that time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that whole region, that whole market was like kind of. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And this is why we're doing this right. We're trying to get New England to this time. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of talent in New England.
Yes, it is.
You feel what I'm saying? Like I feel like,
Yes,
I just feel like the state lines separate us, man. Like we got Connecticut, we got Mass, we got Rhode Island, then we got New Hampshire, Vermont, and Maine. Right. You feel what I'm saying? So right now, me and Leticia, we just dealing with Massachusetts, Massachusetts, Rhode Island, and Connecticut.
How many places was that you just named?
That's six. 6 states.
So that's six spots you can hit.
Yeah, that's 6 states that make up New England, but it's kind of dark up there though. Here too though, it's dark.
Maine and New Hampshire's kind of dark, but we pretty much got CT, we got Mass, we got Rhode Island.
Yeah.
That's a tough market up there. It's a tough market.
It's a very tough market.
It's a very tough market.
Who wants to drive all the way up there? Like
Maine,
nobody really wants to drive all the way up to Maine.
Is that where Lake Placid was shot?
I don't know what's going on.
I don't know what was shot there.
But we're trying to definitely tap in with Maine, New Hampshire, and Vermont for sure. See what's going on. There's a lot of hip hop things going on out there, a lot of venues, but we just gotta tap in and just get with it. You feel what I'm saying?
Networking too, y'all.
Yeah,
that's what it's about. You got these resources, networking. Hey, get on the road. Sometimes you gotta make the labels chase you.
Yeah. But Philly was a hot spot where you didn't have to you can stay in Philly. You get hot in West Philly, North Philly, South Philly. And if you get hot in those spots, it's just like,
Plus it was the DVD era at that time.
Yeah, the DVD era. Yeah, DVD
Cameron,
era
you go
crazy.
catch the DVD, you get on there, it's on.
DVD era, man. You know what I'm saying? I should drop a couple DVDs, Making Moves TV, DVD. You know what I'm saying? Be outside and really in the trenches, man. That's how we used to get our content, man. Like, you really had to be outside.
You had to be outside.
It wasn't just, come to my spot where it's nice and secluded, security outside. And nah, nigga, you gotta really go. You gotta go to the jungle, man.
Yeah, you had to be one of them.
What the fuck is this nigga, man?
You had to be one
You
of
got
them.
this nigga with a camera out here taping us, nigga. These niggas police, nigga, what the fuck? Nah, nigga, I'm from Springfield, Mass.
There you go.
From. You know what I'm saying? Hall of Fame City, man. Y'all know what it is. You know what I'm saying? You come through respect. You know what I'm saying? You don't come through all tough guy and all that. Camera. Niggas ain't gonna fuck with you, man. You know what I'm saying?
That's the first thing they think is the police.
Yeah, police.
Here come the police.
You just gotta be outside just on some regular shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So you and Oskino came out of ICH. Why wasn't there ever a full album drop between you guys?
Well, I think it was friction with that album on the label for signing us together. And you need two of the people. O was locked up for like 3 years or every year for like different stuff, different cases. And so we could never get it done. We'll have the records. And like if you go to Philly Rewind, it's a bunch of music just, they had a release. We had the album, but it was just like we needed him to promote us. You know how the labels, label talk. It's a liability, so you needed him around. So what I did was just start doing Give It To Me, shooting the movies, just to keep the name alive. Mixtapes, I put out Bad Guy 1, 2. He was working on stuff from on house arrest and stuff like that, but that kind of stuff put a damper on that album. And I wish we could have got it done. I really did. But
So is it still like it's not possible anymore?
nah,
What's going on?
it's a matter of a conversation and people just coming to terms on what's going on and up to date, to speed everybody up to date, get whatever emotion that's going through, going through us and push it to the side and keep it pushing. Yeah. That's
So when
all
y'all
it's
first got with Rockefeller, so was State Property a group? Was State Property named the group, or was State Property the label, and each individual group got signed to State Property? Which one was it?
No. Everybody was a group.
Everybody was a group.
But
So signed to State Property / Rockefeller. Like, how was it? Like
the paperwork right there, I'm not always clear on it. I know I set my own stuff up. I was under Omillio Spark Entertainment and under my LLC. So whatever language they had in their contract, I knew I didn't have.
So you had that before you even signed with Rock?
My contract was just with them. Well, it was Black Friday distributed, and when Black Friday didn't become what they wanted to become, Dame and them took over. So whatever conversation they had, that was their conversation. That contract, I wasn't signed to that contract at all.
Yeah, because the perception is, it seemed like State Property was the group, and they got signed to Rockefeller. But then I just heard Beanie on the interview talking about he never had a label. Like it was, so the perception was Beanie. They gave Beanie a label called State Property, and he found you guys and put y'all together. And that was like from the outside looking in, but that wasn't what it was.
No, the movie State Property was about a group of party that was in Philadelphia that and they was gonna name the movie ABM because they couldn't use the name, and so they couldn't do that, so they came up with that name, and you know it was budgets being allocated, so they had to push. So State Property, I'm quite sure they probably had to go get that paperwork together with that too. So it became an imprint, and then they were like desperate time to they folded. You know, I didn't know who owned that name, but if they throw a concert and you know I was a part of it, it's like, hey, Sparks, I done wrote 7 joints on this, 5 joints on it. I'm State Property.
Did you ever think that your character would take off the way it did?
Nah, we never do. You know, it was just one of them things. I was like, let me get into this act. Well, they had a film division, and Dame had it, and I shot it, and he liked it. And Eben and Roper gave me 2 thumbs up, and it was on from there.
So have you thrown any more parties since?
Nah, I ain't messing up no chicken. Yeah, but the movie thing, it was a blessing in disguise because we ain't had to go nowhere because we wasn't being accepted in that world if you was an artist anyway. Right. So just for them to have them divisions, that was a good look.
Yeah, because you got like, what, 18, 20 movies? Like,
now I do, Now I do. I thought I was doing something until I got next to a guy with 100 and another guy with 200, so I still got more work to do. Yeah.
Are you producing movies yourself?
Yeah, I'm writing the Baby Boy series right now. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, well, you shopping that around, right? Was you shopping that around to see who can distribute?
Yeah, I was just in LA. They was trying to pick it up, and I talked to a few other people, so we're working on that now. Yeah.
How many
episodes I wrote right now? Yes. I got about 2.5. 2. And
2 full episodes, you saying?
Yeah, written. Like it's like right now. It's 100. Like,
so how many you planning to do? Like 10, or is it like a full?
I wanna shoot it. I'm ready to shoot it. Shoot the joint first, just get an episode shot, maybe 1 or 2, and then see the response, and then we take it from there. Because I might want to bring on new writers and stuff. I'm doing all the writing right now.
Oh, you're doing it by yourself?
Yeah.
You really forcing to win then?
Yeah, I'm doing it. Yeah.
Damn, you forced.
Yeah, it's the money. It's the money in that.
Damn. So man, you was in the club with Jay when Jay first heard Ether.
Yeah.
Woo! Goddamn. So like, what the fuck was that about? Like, how was you in the club, right?
Nah,
none of y'all heard Ether before. All of a sudden, y'all in the club, you a whole fuck Jay-Z.
Yeah, that.
How the fuck did that even?
They used to deliberately play that record soon we walk in. So we fuck Jay-Z. They just couldn't stand.
I'm saying the first time y'all heard it. I'm saying the first time I'm talking about like.
Yeah, and it's Club Cheetah in New York, right in Manhattan. Soon we walked through the door. Nas was on our top. We said, oh wow, we went to the studio after though. We had to fight back. We was under pressure, y'all. Y'all know it. We had to fight back, man.
That's crazy. We're at home with the guy. We're in VIP. Bottoms is here. All of a sudden, Nas, come on, boom, bombs start dropping.
We all looking at each other. We looking at home like, oh yeah, we got work to do. Yeah, we got work to do. Yeah. No, that was.
You look at home. Like that. You look at home. You're like, oh shit, yo, what's good, boss? Oh no.
No, it was serious then. Not just him. The Locks we was under the gun. We was going through with Locks, Major Figures. I'm talking about anybody, everybody. Was
but Jay-Z, I mean, the Nas shit was first. Then the Docs came after, though. I think, right?
Yeah. Because you're right. Because Summer Jam we was on. Was Mobb Deep and Nas.
That's still mad. It came out like in '99, 2000 or something. So like, that was before. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And y'all was beefing with the mob. It was crazy.
Yeah, it was a lot going
crazy. Because we on Hot 97. I was on Hot 97. Y'all was going crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like
two times. It was Flex and then Angie. Yeah.
Shit. That was going motherfucking ham.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's the rock. That's you know what I'm saying? The dynasty.
Y'all was coming to the studio with hammers and all that probably. Like y'all was really strapped up.
It could be a dangerous game too.
Y'all had bulletproof vest probably and all that probably back then. You know what I'm saying? Allegedly. But you know,
that was crazy. It
was a real time right there.
It was some serious times. It's fortunate. It's fortunate enough that we got through it, and them guys actually working together now. You seen Beans and kissing them all.
Yeah, I done seen them on the block. Yeah, that was dope.
So when they did the last tour, they came to Providence. I didn't see you there. Why wasn't you there?
I don't know. I don't know about what happened.
What tour was this? What tour was this?
It was the Live Nation. Locks and State Property. It was Locks and State Property, and it was
and Cash Money actually, and Cash Money. I don't know who worked that out. So I don't know. It was miscommunication on that end. I don't know what was going on, but I was just doing my own thing. I was pushing my clothes back, you know what I'm saying? Cause I'm still Sparks. I'm from this. I can still make my money. Right. It's just that only part I got a problem because they the gang. You can't get away from my penmanship. You know what I'm saying? I lent my life and you know, to them guys and all that kind of stuff. So when you see that kind of stuff, it's like you can't erase the history. You know what I'm saying? So even if you rocking with me, even if the higher ups will be like, they ain't pulling it from the joint. I think State Prop 1 got pulled from the jukebox in the city, but I know it's overseas. So you know that's why it's important to check all your stuff down, hold your catalog, keep your publishing, and it's forever. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't bugging, man. You know, I'm chilling.
Yeah. But I know even LL, when you threw the Rock the Bells a lot, that was just like 3 months ago.
That was hard,
The Rock the Bells, they had state property there, but but only you, Oskino and Sparks wasn't there.
Yeah, but you know what that is? It's about being back in the mix. Like, cause I've been running into them at the festivals and stuff like that. It was just about team, cause if I'm taking care of family stuff, I'm really not chasing the business anyway. So if you know me, you know what I'm saying, you know that our pit was important first, and then the rest is gonna come cause it's mine. You know what I'm saying? So something that's meant for you ain't, you know, that's just you.
Yeah. But that's state property. Ain't no state property that was Oskino and Sparks.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You don't keep it politically correct. Fuck all that. There ain't no state property that was Oskino and Sparks. So like if they have a state property reunion, at least if they, you know, I just want to, you know, clarify for the people, if they reached out to you, they didn't get to you, or just they didn't reach out at all, or like what, well, you know what I'm saying?
I don't know, because it's like I was just out with Petey in Pittsburgh, so it ain't like can't nobody find it. I just don't know who was behind the deals. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
So did any of you guys own ownership in the State Property Clothing or ProKids?
No, Mac had that. That was his line.
Okay.
That was his line. So I don't know what they done with that. I ain't sure.
Yeah, Mac
But
said.
then you had your own.
Yeah, I started doing my own thing, you know, because that you know, that's contracts. That's another thing, guys. When if you modeling, that's a check. You understand? If you featuring something, that's a check. You know, you got to know what you're supposed to get paid for. You know, so that kind of stuff we didn't know. So that's why I was firing other guys' lawyers and stuff like that. It was like, you know, it's important for me to have that. But it was all learning experience, and without it, I wouldn't become a businessman like I am today. So it's just important for y'all to be on top of your business. That's the main thing. You can party and have fun. I get the whole partying thing. We party like rock stars, but you got to be on top of your business. Because while you somewhere at the club, there's somebody out trying to say, hey, they looking at the book saying, oh, they be trying to get your money.
So that's something that a lot of the artists stress that we all interview. So it's the music part, but then you got the business part.
Right.
So if you don't know the business part, make sure you know the business part.
That's right.
Because they will screw you over at the end.
And get your splits. You sitting there, you do a record, get your split sheet. Do your splits. You can Google it. You can print it out. Get your splits. Know what y'all got going on. So when you submitting it, they ask you for numbers. Actually know your IPI. You want to know the language too. You want to know it. You find out what it means. You get on top of it.
So what do you tell independent artists? So when you start rapping, you write some words on the paper, you go to the studio, what do you do after that before you drop anything, you think? Give them the first 5 things you got to do right now.
Oh, you register. Like I said, you register your music. You know,
register, but tell them what register where.
You can, if you got ASCAP or BMI. ASCAP and BMI is not an entity no more. They're not partnered up, y'all. So this I ran into a problem with the new records I was doing. If the guy's on BMI and you're on ASCAP, then you got to register yours, he registered his, or you won't get credited. So they switched that up too. So you definitely want to register. Make sure the producers and everybody getting their payments and their percentages, because guess what? Can't nobody cut a check to you guys if the splits ain't 100% on there. So just it's not nothing to make you frustrated. It's just how you get paid. Period. Take the time out to handle your business.
And it's a person who owns the record. You know what I'm saying?
Right, and that's your master. And that's your masters. So if you paying for the studio time and that's yours. That's all you.
And you have to distribute. So if you own the master, that means it's up to you to pay everybody else.
That's right. You pay yourself. Make sure you can get your credit score together and all that kind of stuff. And if the labels ain't give you money, you go to the bank, you get you a loan.
Yeah.
You push
but
yourself,
you get
pay
the loan,
them back.
Get your LLC, get your S Corp.
Definitely gotta have that for 2 years at least.
At least 2 years, so you can build.
At least 2 years, so that way you done build some credits,
build some ground, put a stake in the ground.
Know about your 10%. Know how to, you gotta know how to leverage it.
Because at the beginning, you don't even really need a label at first. Like I'm saying, if you know the business, you don't really need a label at first. Right now, you just need the bag. Right. And then you get the bag. If they give you $50,000, they give you $100,000 because your credit's right or whatever you need to do. You feel what I'm saying?
Well, the label will just do the business for you if you don't know. Yeah. That's what ends up happening.
At first, but the label has the network and they have the connections though. Now, if you want to get on radio and do all this extra stuff, that's when the radio gonna come through and make you a star. Right. If you want to be a superstar, that's when you have to go to that label.
Now that's BDS. I'm telling you, that radio will make you a millionaire. That's why it's important to show love to the DJs too.
Yeah. Shout out to all the DJs in the motherfucking building today, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the DJs in the building. independent artists, man, if y'all in the building, make sure y'all link with the DJs, man, because
always show them love. That's who
we
break
got a
your
lot of
record.
different DJs in the building.
That's the first thing I did. A couple of the DJs that was in the building tonight, I was like, hey, do you guys play independent artists? You guys go introduce yourself to the DJ because you need the DJ. Because without the DJ, you're not going nowhere.
Pretty much.
Yeah, word. But I feel like the DJs these days, you know, there's still some that, you know, stay true to the culture and be A&R. Right. I feel like DJs, like back in the day, used to be the first to like take independent artists. I got this nigga first. Like I put him out there. Now it seems like exclusive. You gotta be, the artist gotta hype themselves up to be that person. Then the DJ's like, oh yeah, let me get them.
Yeah, because it's like streams now. Streams is different.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a different ball game.
There's still some DJs that go, you know, that's still in the trenches that be like, yeah, this nigga hard. I gotta get this motherfucker right now and put him on my platform and make sure people see him.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, the game done changed, man. You know, technology done came through, done switched the whole thing up. You know, so.
Yeah, they got a lot of stuff, the streams and all that kind of stuff. But like you say, if you still print it up, you can still print CDs and stuff like that. I was holding on to one of my CDs the other day, and it was like everything's changing. But a guy was willing to pay top dollar just because he couldn't find it and he didn't have it.
Yeah, because of more nostalgic reasons though. It's not because I'm gonna go take the CD and play it in my CD player.
Yeah.
It's more if you have a co-following, you got CDs and your fans engage with you, they're gonna want to buy that CD.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's not like you can print up 100,000 CDs to 100,000 CDs.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It depends. You know what I'm saying?
Back in the day,
back in the day because you needed that to play it in the car.
Yeah.
Now we got our phone. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So now people can go listen to your music for free. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. So now you got to spend marketing dollars to direct people to your Spotify, your Apple Music,
but
or whatever.
But there's companies out there that help you out with that. MLCs out there. You can find media base if you want to track your records down. So it's people out there and companies and corporations that will definitely help you find.
But those are things you should sign up for too. As soon as you get your IPI number, you know what I'm saying, and all that. You feel me?
Yep.
Get your shit. Go register with all them people. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, the MLC to help you get your stuff on the radio. Yep. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah, but it's a few joints out there. I'm trying to remember them all, but. There's some joints, y'all. But them joints, media-based, MLC, and all that kind of stuff, especially with the streaming.
Media-based, MLC, Song Trust, Song Exchange.
Yep, there you go.
You know what I'm saying? Yep. All those.
Song Exchange, yep.
Yeah, you got to get with them. They the one that play your stuff on Pandora.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you're still playing on Pandora, they track that type of stuff. You in the jukebox in a bar somewhere.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's where that come in.
That's how you're supposed to do it. You be somewhere chilling, it'd be a little tight for you. You say, hold up, let me get one of these and a check in the mail. So be on top of your business.
If you in the sneaker store, right? You hear your song playing in the sneaker store. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's where the Song Exchange come through and grab that music. And the Song Trust grabs your stuff overseas.
There you go.
Overseas. Because overseas got different things. So like how we got BMI.
Because you got to watch certain companies. Because certain companies, they won't tell you that. They'll say, you got to track your overseas money too. Because we are hot commodities across the country, y'all. Across the country. I know. I seen the list. So I know. So you feel like your record ain't getting burned in the States. You might be picked up in some country you don't even know it, and they just rocking with it just because of the concept. They might want it for a commercial. They might want it I'm talking about for anything. Anything. So you definitely can't get discouraged.
You don't want your song to go to the black box. There's a black box out there, you know what I'm saying, to where everybody's money that ain't getting claimed and all that goes there. And what they do with that black box, all that money goes to the big artists.
Yeah.
They split that to the artist that's on. You know what I'm saying?
They was doing that under Spotify at one point, wasn't they?
They're doing it on everything. You know what I'm saying?
That. Yeah, I saw that.
If you ain't claiming all your royalties and everything, your shit going to the black box. Yeah. And the black box gets split down to all the big artists. So Rihanna gonna get your money, Beyonce gonna get your money. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit is crazy. I learned that. Like, what the fuck? Are you serious?
That's why you stay on your big.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, damn, if you ain't signing your shit up right, you're done.
Right.
You're fried. You're done.
Speaking of stay on your business, how did the breakup of Rockefeller affect you professionally and financially?
Well, financially, it didn't really. I got back. I was home. I put my my own payback album out there. I wasn't done. That's why it affected me. You ever get into a motion with something and you got motion and in somebody else's situation? That's was like anything that we're in. I realized that we just caught in the middle of that. Now I go get somewhere and I'm getting somewhere, and the whole breakup thing was just like I gotta stop now, and I gotta pick and choose between your family and your mom and your dad. It's like I gotta choose and do that, and I'm not done. So when I got back, I was just like, let me just keep it pushing till they, work their things out, because that was the CEOs a few. They had nothing to do with us.
Did you ever figure out what was the cause of the breakup?
I was just listening to You Lost One, so I don't know. I was listening to You Lost One, so I guess one guy had an ego, the other guy had, personalities clash. And that's what probably happened. And then on the business side of things, everybody know this word. It's a word called liability. So if somebody think you're a liability and there's money on the line, and the things like that start taking place. So if you had to pick and choose about feeding your family and somebody, and that's
the thing was too, like, Dame had his own team and Jay had his own team.
Right.
So you got people in Jay's ear, you got people in Dame's ear.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's
and
like,
we from Philly, so we we just doing our job. So it's like, what do you want me to do?
Do you have a relationship with either one of them?
Yeah, definitely. Ain't no bad blood between none of them. Biggs, Jay, or none of them.
Okay.
I had Dame come down because he was doing the book stuff for my foundation and stuff like that. And, we still in contact. Jay, he's Jay, but it ain't no bad blood there. No arguing and none of that kind of stuff publicly and nothing like that because them guys changed my life.
So Dame started something like Tubi, right? Are you gonna?
Oh, the America's New. That's what he got. Yep.
Are you gonna reach out? Well,
you can download it and all that. I downloaded it. It's in the America's New, but I don't know what type of stuff going. I seen some legal problems he was having with that in the media, but I don't know how true it is. So.
And your series, are you gonna try to get him to put it on his platform?
What my series?
Yeah.
Oh, I want it on all platforms. Once I get that, as long as they got networks and stuff to stream, and because we come and talk to them, we know the business now too, OGs. You know what I'm saying? We know we want our money, so it's like that's another part where you learn. If you in there and you don't learn nothing, you got to learn from all that kind of stuff.
So I'm big on mental health. Your foundation.
Okay. Yeah.
You want to tell us about your foundation and why you started it?
Yeah. Well, I've been through mental health problems. I was losing a lot of people. I was getting in trouble, going to jail. My dad wasn't around. Mom, they were sending me away, and shootouts and grandma. I was in a lot of stuff. But I never addressed it. So I was self-medicating and all that kind of stuff. So. And then I went straight to Rockefeller, so we had all that going on. So it's a crash course the whole time. So you never got time to slow. I never got time to slow down since like 8, probably 10. We just constantly growing and be thrown in that whirlwind. So I realized that I was self-medicating, and then I was saying F the world and all that kind of stuff, but other people was paying attention, and I wanted to address it. So I identified with it, and I went and got me some help. So when I got done with it, with the treatment, I wanted to start my foundation for kids like me from 14 to 18. Well, it was a little earlier, but I say from 14 to 18, get connected to the proper services. And that's what we do. So it's the OmillioSparksFoundation.org, and we got 50 resources on there and all that kind of stuff. So, and we got outside resources too. So definitely, that's why I wanted to do that.
That's dope, man. That's dope.
So what exactly do you offer? Therapy?
Yeah. We got therapists, and some of our men, we want therapists, doctors, because you want to have them. We have Miraki. I was trying to partner up with Miraki that just went out to the city, so we could refer guys to them and stuff like that. And so we in the neighborhoods, and we sitting down with guys, because their kids, one kid just killed himself out there. So we had to go to the neighborhood, sit down with his mom, and she's going through it. Because in the neighborhoods, there's a lot of shootouts and stuff going on right now. So people are losing, and the kids is banging out, and they crashing out. So one kid killed himself. So we just out in the neighborhood doing our due diligence in the community, and that's 'cause we know where it stemmed from. Yeah.
So the event that you hosted last night, that's not your first time being in Providence, right?
No.
Events like that?
Yeah, Miss Rhodey had me come through. So I was like hosting showcase. She had me, Pat Poose, Petey, Beans, my boy Frankie J. Shout out to Frankie J. And I just took a liking. When she called me, it was my first time in Rhode Island. I've never been. And I came to the market and met people, and it was different, walks of life. And I said, hey, why not? Let me get dug in. And ever since, I ain't looked back, and I've just been rocking with them.
So what are some of the things that you've seen from the artist that was like, okay, keep going? And then some of the things that you've seen that you was like, yeah, no.
I seen diversity. I seen some needed still some more guidance, because you got to groom them too. It's artist development.
Yeah.
So I realized
that don't exist no more. Artist development though.
Yeah. Remember you got to develop yourself.
They used to have that in the record labels, artist development.
Right. That's why it's important to have a good team of people that actually care about you around, so they can check you on certain things. But with that kind of stuff going on, we used to just judge them off how their content is, their energy, how they perform, the record, the production, and all that kind of stuff. So it's a bunch of artists that was busting their moves, and I'm giving back, and I want them to feel like they got some incentives from it. So they was winning and stuff like that, because you don't want nobody feel like they're working for nothing.
Yeah.
Everybody got to feel like you getting something in return.
Yeah. You don't feel like you're running the treadmill that's working, that's running and ain't going nowhere.
Right. But it's a lot of talent out here, and there's diversity. And,
definitely.
And the world need to see it.
Yeah.
So if any of the artists, are you still writing? If any of the artists will, can you write for me? I'll pay you. Would you do it?
Oh, for sure. I'll do my writing for sure. Why not? I get my credits. I like to be in the cut sometimes. We big dogs now. You see what I'm saying? I know how to be in the cut, So why not? As long as I've got my name and credited, I'm cool.
Publishing is definitely important.
Yeah.
Get to that bag.
Yep.
And how do you feel about today's music? Coming from where we came from in our era.
It just got a little jacked up and dangerous with the drill. It got a little jacked up and dangerous with the drill music, but I think that's a phase that everybody goes through.
I mean, back, from transition from the 80s to the 90s, and then you had gangster rap.
We did. We had NWA and the guys on the West Coast.
The older people were like, oh, gangster rap came through, and that's probably like the first drill music probably back then. You know what I'm saying? So they were probably saying, oh, these motherfuckers is crazy. They going here, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I saw them, I know NWA got the FBI attention. But I'm just talking about when you're just dying completely and you're trying to because most of that stuff was just trying to transition from one life to another. And if you call yourself going in a different direction, but when you just jumping in it just to die, it's like, you gotta be careful too and mindful how you rolling as an artist.
They took it to a different level. Now they smoking on dead homies and shit.
Yeah, that was wild. That's wild. But
smoking on that pack.
I still
disrespectful.
I ain't get lost in it
That's kind of crazy.
I still got Jay though. We still got the big dog. We got Jay, Nas still running around, Jeezy. You know what I mean? Even with Ricky, Rose, 50. These are the guys I still listening to. Andre 3000, like the drill music for like kids, like nephews and stuff like I had. And they was, the new generation. And, to be honest, we all come through it, but it just wasn't put on, like, it wasn't right in our face. We was, kind of stuff we was.
Yeah, because social media makes it in your face. Social media is more prevalent now, so you get to see it like right in your face.
You're just watching
Motherfuckers will do a real drill the day before, then write about it the next day and tape themselves and put it on social media.
That part though, then you go
ran
straight
down
to
on 55th Street last night, did this, shot this nigga dead in the head.
But
he's
that's
bleeding.
the part, and you go straight to jail though. When you ride, you like, who tells that?
They put that shit on this record next day on Instagram.
Then you got 147
like,
years, you never come home. You're like, wow, man.
Damn.
That's why I take it serious, because I know people that's my folks and family. They doing double life, so I know the severity of that kind of lifestyle. So that's why I was like,
but your foundation and shit like that,
that's
helps
why I do that.
Because a lot of that does this cause from like mental health and just different situations.
Balance.
A lot of these kids do be bugging. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not here to judge them. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes they feel like their OGs failed them too. Because a lot of OGs is giving. You know what I'm saying? A lot of OGs in our era is giving these little niggas packs and doing all this extra wild shit, empowering these young kids to act crazy.
In some cases,
Yeah, in some cases, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of us are still fucked up in the head. So they're like, man, young nigga, I got the pack for you, go do this. You know what I'm saying? They're 17, 18, doing their thing.
Younger than that.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah.
Younger than that.
Running at 14,
younger
13,
than that.
whatever you want to call it.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Still
that.
running out here.
My eyes saw some things at tender age. So it's younger than that.
Because where they even getting it? They're getting it from the OGs, man. They're getting their guns, they're getting their drugs and go move it, whatever the fuck they gonna do. They're getting it from older niggas. That's, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's what they doing. So it's like, sometimes the OG done fail the young niggas and, you know what I'm saying? This is like...
Well, everybody got a responsibility.
Everybody do.
Yeah, that's the problem with that, yeah.
You know, it be like that though. You know what I'm saying? Shit hard out here.
You got boys?
I got 1 boy and 2 girls, yep.
How old is the boy?
26 now. So he took a shot at the music and stuff, but he was like, he said, you know what though, Pop, I want to bust these moves. I said, all right, do what make you happy. You ain't got to do what I did, but he's more on the engineering side of things now. So, I had him working for me for a little bit, then he wanted to do other things, so.
Okay.
Yeah, free will. Do what you want to do.
Yeah, I ain't gonna hold him up. I just love it. You know what I'm saying?
As long as you're doing something positive and staying out the way.
As long as you happy. You know what I'm saying? You doing what makes you happy, right?
Oh, gosh.
So as an actor, did you get your SAG card?
Yeah, I'm in SAG. I'm in SAG.
Oh, so you got? Oh, okay.
Yeah, soon we got that the first joint. We was like, wait, what's this? And then I had revamped. Got my artist. Then I went straight to SAG, and I'm registered.
Oh, so you ain't fucking around.
Nah,
a lot of us, we doing our own Tubi movies now. I ain't got no SAG card. We in the we doing Tubi movies,
but
all that.
That's the part. No, because I did. Don't get me wrong. I did a couple independent joints like that. But you got to be thinking about. You need that. You need to chase your money.
So what's the steps of getting your SAG card? Because that's not easy
just
to get.
Register.
Like,
no, just go register.
Just
register.
You
got to do so many hours. Or so many
you just go register and get it. I know my team. They just went and registered me into that joint, and then we get all our numbers. You start. The only thing is your wages is not going to start at $1 million first, y'all. Just know that. Right. And then it moves up. You got single scale, you got double scale. The bigger the budget, the more money. And then you work your way up there, and then they might just want to start,
So the sidecar gets you a certain amount of money ASAP?
When I first got mine, I get paid, and you get your residuals.
So if you don't have it, so what's the difference? So what's the benefits of having it versus not having it?
Oh, you just get flat fee if you don't have it. You get that flat fee, that's it. You can't argue, y'all. Be like, I want my money.
Like that.
But on that end, but there's plenty of things, it's legal stuff you can probably go after the fact, but you just want to just have your business straight. That's all I'm saying. Just make sure all your business is straight, guys. Period.
That's in the music and the acting, huh?
That's both business. Yeah, that's
so
both worlds.
That's a life period.
Yeah. If you was on the soundtrack, what's the difference? If you was in that movie, right?
Yep.
Remember back in the day, you shoot a movie, you had a soundtrack.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need that's a different check. Hey guys, that's my money over here, and this my money. That's what I'm saying.
So you was getting double checks. You was getting
why not? Why not? That's another part. You ain't want nothing to fall apart. It's like, damn, do y'all understand? You messing with my money now. So you go back to you chilling, but it's like that. I'm enjoying this lifestyle. I could have took them to court. I ain't used to living under these conditions. I said, nah, it was just unfortunate.
So,
but I'm in contact with Bleak. I'm gonna go rock with Bleak and see what's up with him. Talk with him. I ain't talked to him in a while.
Music.
Yeah, he got the Rock Solid podcast now.
Yeah. I talk with him on a day-to-day sometime whenever we get a chance. But
I know you about to be on there soon.
Yeah, I'm gonna go rock with him. He told me to come up. I told him I had to come out here. So I said, I'm being rolled out. Yep.
Yeah. Tell Bleak we gotta get him on here, force to win.
Oh shit, I'm gonna tell you.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my nigga Bleak. We gotta definitely get Bleak on here. We got Free on here already.
Oh, you talked to him? Okay, cool.
You know what I'm saying?
It was a brief interview, but it was dope.
Right.
Shout out to my nigga Beanie. Gotta definitely get him on here. But I had him all through, New England, doing this thing.
Cool.
You know what I'm saying?
Cool.
We gotta definitely get him on here.
He bumped into Petey. Petey said he was dropping a project, so he said he was going to work with us after he dropped the project. So Petey, I'll be coming after you.
Right.
Didn't you bring Petey to Rockefeller?
Yeah.
Break that down. How did that go? You brought motherfucking Petey.
Petey was from Ice City with Freeway and them.
Yeah.
So Free got on. And I seen them guys rapping. He was just an animal. It was one of his raps. It was like he just his voice, his attitude, and it was this rap he had, man. I never forget. He was telling me Payleys and bandanas, must have been attack. And I was like, yo, I got to bring this guy on board. You know what I'm saying? So I just started recording records with him. It was a record that Styles P and them had, and we did How Many Gonna Ride. So I took that to Hove and them, and they listened to Him and Beans. That's when Tales of Hustle was dropping. So I had my own thing going on. So I told him to come to Miami with me, him and Louie and them. And from there, I just had him around working with him. So Dame ended up getting a contract on him because he was affiliated.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, that's dope, man. You definitely, you know what I'm saying, brought him to the water and he drank.
Yeah, and he made his moves in the air. Shout out to Petey Crack.
Now, I know you touched on it earlier, but I need you to take us back. Take us back to that legendary night at 97.7. What was going through your head?
Which one?
The freestyle.
The first one. Oh, well, the first one when you couldn't drop the ball. So it was no time for nervousness. Your hands are sweating and all that. And if you'd have seen the tapes, you saw me pacing. So I'm making sure I had all my stuff together.
I
said, it's prime time. It's prime time. I can't be dropping the ball tonight. So that day, it was just pandemonium. And then
that was going crazy. Hug the block like Marbury.
They was going at it until they called cussing us out at the stage. We like, hold up, we got a job to do now. I can't entertain that right now. Now take this with you. But that was that work. I swear the next day, man, we was platinum in the streets already. The next day, man, I swear, man, the Hot 97 joint was going platinum.
Y'all got me some money. I had a mixtape.
Yeah, see that? I know you made back in the day. Remember the bootleggers, y'all? I know they made a killing.
I made a killing. Yeah, I did. I bootlegged the fuck off that shit. Real African shit.
You talking about making people money? We done made everybody some money. The Africans, who else was out there? All the mom.
I'm sorry, yo. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry.
We done got them all.
Real African shit. I really bootlegged your shit. I bootlegged that shit.
See that?
What? I bootlegged the fuck off that shit. Hell yeah. Had that shit. How nice of a freestyle. Let's go.
Yo, that joint was fire in the street.
I had it.
Yeah, that joint was fire in the street. All right.
I was like 18, 19 bootlegging them shit.
Frank said, get to it. What? Louisiana, damn, Frank. Damn. He said, I'm going to put him on the podcast. I got to. It's only right. I got to put him on. It's only right.
I didn't know. I I couldn't call Omillio back then. Yo, can I get the real copies? And I couldn't call Flex. I didn't call nobody. The nigga, I wasn't fucking with us over here in New England. Y'all wasn't fucking with. I can't. Who am I gonna call? I got bootleg this shit.
Nah, we had to find the market. We didn't know at that time.
Man, fuck that.
So you wasn't doing nothing wrong.
Yeah, we spreading y'all out though. Because y'all probably got a lot of shows now.
Nah.
Y'all understand the mixtape game? Don't got y'all a lot of shows.
No, definitely.
Even though you got bootleg, you guys got a lot of shows.
Because remember the mixtape circuit was crazy. It was Lazy K, DJ Envy, all of them got Clue. Yeah. We had Clue over there.
But that was the Flex one that put out because Flex is on the joint.
But I'm talking about that Hot 97 joint. Remember it came out with Flex on the joint?
Yeah.
I'm talking about it was like a CD out. I'm like,
but that CD was a fun Flex, I think, because of fun. Yeah. It was all the joints in one. They cut up like in 13 tracks. Yeah. All the freestyles and shit. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So. You know, crazy. Shout out to you though, man. You did give me some bread back then for that.
Young, see that? I feed the public. See that? Create jobs. That's what you're gonna be doing now, It's create jobs.
I wish you could bring it back to them days. They could edit it off, man. Like back to the CDs and all that, man. I wish they can do that.
That's what I'm saying. When you see this, when you see that, when you see everybody out here grinding, that's what we trying to do. You gotta create jobs in a positive light. You know what I'm saying? And then you defend that. You see what I'm saying? Because you're doing it for something good. Mm-hmm. That's what it is. Yeah.
Do you still have your clothing line?
Yeah, for sure. Beckman. Being creative kept me alive. Y'all can check me on IG. For sure. I was going to bring merch, y'all, but I had to pick more orders and I ran out my bag.
That's a good problem.
I didn't know it was going. Yeah, it went fast.
That's the good problem.
Yeah, I thought I was going to make it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I thought.
Hold it down in the back, please. Hold it down. Yeah. Word. I also got to apologize for bootleg and stay property in the movie too.
Oh shit, the movie? Nah, that's crazy. That's crazy.
I got it. It's over. It's done. What you gonna do? Come get me.
You know why I said that?
What you gonna do? It's over.
You know why I said that? Because they was going through great lengths for trying to
stay property.
I'm telling they was going through great lengths.
Different for Dynasty, state property, all that. Nigga, paper soldiers.
Yeah.
We was on it. Bootleg. I'm sorry.
That's because they look. This
call me tomorrow.
Because they put the double joint in there. Because remember you had the other joint with the videos.
Oh yeah.
They was trying to package it so nobody bootleggers.
I only got the movie.
I didn't
do both. It's too much money to press up
somehow
get
they
do DVDs in one case and all that and do all that. Nah, nigga, we gonna do it like this.
Did you take acting classes for that?
Yeah. But first one I didn't, but by the time 2 came around, shout out to Tracy Moore Maribel, she's from Brooklyn. But definitely took my acting classes because I wanted them to take me serious. So when you looked at my resume, it was there.
It was your faces in the movie for me.
Yeah, yeah.
So was it more like improv, or is it like they gave you the script, you have to go line for line, or it's like
no.
Here's a scenario and you just base your lines around the scenario?
No, they give you scripts. Now you gotta remember, you gotta have a memory, so you remember it. But if it don't fit you and you feel like it don't, if you do improv, then if it's good, they keep it. Like one of them lines, like that joint, it's like bean. Some of that joint I was improv, and they kept it. It was just that work. Yeah.
Oh, so it was like half and half, like some line. Okay.
Yeah, you remember, but if you don't want to get caught in the middle, so you. Let me get this scene.
We're doing our movies in the hood right now. I don't remember shit. They just give you the scenario, like this is what's gonna happen, and then you just talk, you just act it out as you go. Like, you feel me? It's not like you gotta say these lines at this time and at this second, and it wasn't
on certain joints. But if you have a script that you gotta follow the script, because certain joints ain't all. The urban joint, you want to be on point. That's why some of the scripts you send me, and you tell me to do something, there's a long, I register it, boom, because I'm used to it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I give it a drop.
Yeah, keep you sharp. That's why when you were saying what you were saying, I was on point. I remember shit registered back. I was like,
Yeah. You jacked up a name a couple times, but it's all good, though.
I was learning. I said, let me get, because the way you had it, I was like, oh man, he sent me a paragraph. I said,
for the drop.
Yeah, I got it right. I got it right.
We gotta get that official drop. They got to know.
No, for sure.
Millions in buildings coming through officially. You know what I'm saying? But you did a good job.
Thanks.
You got right back to it. That's another thing, artists. Don't get too Hollywood, because a lot of these artists that we book, sometimes you give them a drop to do this, they give it back 3 weeks before, all this, and you accept a lot of collaborations too. Like when when the flyer comes, they hit you with the you collab and you actually put it on your page too. And you repost it.
Because it's one of them things.
A lot of artists
they charge you for it. So artists feel like that we want our money. Sometimes that's my way of giving back. You know what I'm saying? So.
But I don't understand that concept. Like, if you're gonna book me, I want the
event you gotta share it.
I want the event to be popping. So of course I'm gonna share it on my page. But a lot of artists feel like that's an extra fee. Oh, you want to promote it too? You want to pay me these thousands of dollars, and you want me to promote it? Oh yeah, I need extra. What the fuck? I still understand to this day. God damn. You know what I'm saying?
That's some animals you got to deal with.
Yeah,
out there.
like, you know, like shit.
There's some animals like
You know
that.
what I'm saying?
Like,
Like, you gonna book Frank Neal, you gonna book Leticia J? Yeah, we're gonna promote the event. It's not gonna extra fee for promoting it after you paid us to come be there.
Now,
I want the shit to be packed. I don't want to come to no empty building and just take my money. Oh, your shit dark, sorry, your shit dark, bye. Give me my money. I pulled up, your shit dark, bye. You know what I'm
or
saying?
you just gotta be a people person. Some folks just don't like people. You know what I'm saying?
If you don't like people, don't get in the fucking business.
That's the
man.
part. That part.
What are you talking about?
Because you gotta deal with them. Right? You know what I'm saying?
You're here to entertain, you're here to sing, you do art, whatever you do, man. Why are you in the business if you don't want to be a people's person?
But I'm naturally that, so that's why it's no problem.
Yeah.
It's like second nature.
Now you're a
know what
human
I'm saying?
being. You don't gotta be that every single time. I'm not saying like because you're a human being. So you have down times. You have times when personal life things happen and you don't want to talk to fans at the time. It's cool.
That's
You
why
know
I
what I'm
take a
saying?
break. If I'm
You know what
dealing with my
That's cool.
family and my
because you're a
sister,
human.
I deal with you.
But at the same time, it's like a lot of these artists get on this Hollywood shit. And it's just like, goddamn.
How are you supposed to get a fan base? How are you supposed to get yourself out there? Another thing that these artists do is they stay local. They only want to do perform in their city. You got to get outside of your city.
You gotta move around.
Because nobody knows you
imperative.
outside of your city. So how do you expect to grow, right?
Yeah, you definitely. Home is gonna be home. It's home. You already got that. Once you born there. You understand where I'm coming from? You live there 14, 30, everybody knows you. So you got home automatically. You know, you working hard, they gotta ride with you. It's the mother markets you gotta cut into. Because you don't know what they like and then you gotta do your homework. It's them accolades and all that kind of stuff. And all them things you gotta look for and know your markets. So you gotta study. You gotta do your own homework. Shout out to the chef, that jerk pasta. I want to shout out to everybody that gave me
Chef
gifts.
Boogie.
Everybody that gave me gifts,
Chef
bags. I'm very appreciative, and that chef, oh my goodness.
You know what I'm saying?
Listen,
I know somebody jealous. I posted too. I didn't know what your name was, but
Yeah, man. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to the DJ. Shout out to our sponsor, Days Cannabis. Shout out to everybody, man, that just helped put this shit together.
definitely got to get more of you, work more with you.
Sure, for sure.
But we definitely got to put our content in front of strangers, man. We get back to that, like, y'all motherfuckers out here making lists. Who's the best in the city? Who's the best in this town? Who's the best in this city? And all this dumb shit. Who's the king of this city? Then y'all get on the comments, start talking, and it ends up in some fucking Royal Rumble, and you know what I'm saying? Like, shit be crazy.
What, with the new artist?
Yeah, I'm just saying, period. Like, you know, like somebody just might put up who's the best in Boston, or who's the king of this, and you know what I'm saying? Like, who's the king of Providence, and you know what I'm saying? Like, when it's a whole New England thing we got to get with, man. Y'all motherfuckers got to get your minds out.
I know a few of the artists here was going for the spot. It was a light-skinned cat. It was heavy, and then it was roadie battle. I know them guys was gunning for the #1 spot. Then he had 2K. So it was like all them artists. They the ones I was seeing rumbling. So I ain't get, so certain people win this year. I mean, this time, so they still was rumbling for that spot. Yeah. But you gotta work. That's how you earn your spot.
Yeah, we gotta work.
Yeah, and then you know the stats.
But we just gotta, like I said, get our content in front of strangers. Like, you know, I'm not from Rhode Island. I'm not from Pawtucket. I'm not from Providence. I'm from Springfield, Mass. It takes me hour and 45 minutes to get here, but we throwing an event here.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? That's what the fuck we doing. We get in that Stir lane. That's right. And we head out. You know, we just take a leap of faith. Fuck it. You feel what I'm saying? Y'all come out. Y'all don't.
And I rocks with y'all. I gotta get back up there, but y'all worth the 5-hour drive. Trust me.
So, my question to you is, as an artist from this area, how many times do you perform in front of the same audience before you say, you know what?
But they gotta put that show on the road. You know what you gotta do with this listen. This is what I want y'all to understand. What do you think the guys in the tall buildings are doing? They in front of that. They in their office. They on the phone. And they got a book with numbers on it. And they looking for who's the promoter, who's this. It's a business. So you got to turn it into a business. We got to put emotional shit aside and handle business. And if anything that's in your way while you handling your business and it feel like it's not helping your business, you get rid of it. You cut that cancer short. And then you go hard because you're going to make sacrifices this way because I've been trying to do it. But if you're not helping me build, then you ain't entitled to nothing. You get shit, you get nothing. So at the end of the day, that's what you got. So you got to be on grind. So you got to be on grind mode and you're doing it for yourself. Plus, if you're not helping me build and you just waiting for that, I can't time, I can't do nothing for you if I can't help myself anyway. So beat your feet. You gotta have this mentality. You gotta have a mentality that's going. You gotta of a winner.
You gotta force the win. You see the shirt
of a winner. So at the end of the day, that's what it is. And then once you win, and then they all gonna fall in line because they gonna recognize.
Yeah, but by that time it's like now you gotta.
But now they got another you. They got another version of you. Like
they gotta decipher.
You ain't believing.
Who's really here for
and
the
then they get another person.
Yeah.
They trying to spin it. Oh yeah,
spin the block.
You done dropped the ball already.
Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta have that motivation to push through all that because there's gonna be a lot of doubters, a lot of people.
There you go.
You gotta have that tunnel vision. People are gonna say you ain't gonna do it. You whack. It's a million rappers. It's a million photographers. It's a million podcasts. It's a million. Whatever business you in, there's a million of you.
And if I'm going through it in the world, I want to come home with somebody I know got my back.
Yeah.
That's why you gotta pick them. You gotta know when you pick them.
The wrong spouse can kick out your house.
Well, you gotta know how to pick them.
Did you just say the wrong spouse will get you kicked out your house?
Yeah, because you got this passion you're going through. I just get off the fly freestyling right now. Yeah, the wrong spouse get kicked out the house. Goddamn, you come home, all this fucking nagging and all this dumb shit going on and all this. Yeah, I'm out the house.
I want you when I wake up. You got the check. Look, baby. Look what we did, baby.
And that goes both ways.
You go shopping now. I got you. Get the money to daddy first. Then I'm gonna allocate the funds. You get your percentage. You go shopping. You doing what you're supposed to do. You're earning yours. You're an earner.
Listen.
Another
thing with you guys, with you artists, is that you complain about not getting support from the home team, right?
Home team meaning like the city?
Meaning like, the city or just certain people like that you're looking. You're looking for support from your family or certain friends. You're not going to get support from those family and friends sometimes. You're going to get support from outsiders first.
Right.
So as long as you're getting your content out there, you're putting yourself out there, you're working, that's who's going to support you, the outsiders.
There you go.
Before your family. And then your family sometimes and your friends are going to come after and be like, oh, okay,
Yeah, it's just one of them things where they're already familiar with you. And I've been laughed at. They laughed at me. But you got to make them believe it. So when somebody around you all the time, they take it for granted, and then you win. That's the same thing.
Yeah.
So the outside influence, because that's who you after anyway. So it might feel a little weird to you guys, but don't bug, man. You got to believe in yourself.
Yep, because then you win. But then when you win, and then they feel entitled, and that's when a whole other can of worms.
Well, that's family anyway.
That's a whole other can of worms. You know what I'm saying?
How many shoes? How many times you loan some sugar to somebody, some shoes or a jacket, you probably ain't get it back. So. It's just family. Gonna be family regardless. Yeah.
You definitely just got to keep that tunnel vision.
Focus. Go. That's what you got to do.
Third lane.
Right. And focus on your family. So family is family. If you got kids and stuff like that, y'all.
Yeah, definitely.
That's your family. You know, your family, because most of our families, they start having families that we don't see them no more. So once you start having families and they got to understand that part, then it's not even an argument.
You got to know how to divide your time up, man. You got to put time into your family, put time into you. Because, that's part of grinding sometimes is part of your mental health. Like, that keeps you sane. Like, you feel like you accomplished something today can make you feel like you can feel good. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, when you feel like you're stagnant, you ain't doing nothing, and somebody's nagging in your ear, it just, like, fucks your whole mental health up, too.
Yeah, when it got you questioning yourself.
Yeah, like, and that fucks your whole head up. Sometimes you got to put yourself first. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to be selfish. It's okay. Sometimes, like, give yourself a little time. Like, you know what?
You got to know when to put the foot. Whoa. Hold on. Pump your brakes. Pump your brakes for me. Whoa, what are you doing?
You feel me? Because if I ain't right, how you doing right? Like I always say, what they tell you in the plane. You know what I'm saying?
Worry about yourself first.
Yeah, if you're about to crash, make sure you put your equipment on for the plane crash. Put yours on before you help the next person. Because if you don't do that, you don't help the next person, you don't help everybody, you don't help yourself, you're dead and they're alive. You're out.
It happens.
Oh, it's so sad. You're gone. And then you're gone and they forgot about you.
All right. So looking at my rollie, it's about that time, right?
We pulled it up. Pulled it up.
Damn!
Right.
You getting money?
My Michael Kors.
Michael Kors.
It's the same thing, sis, right?
Tell us the time, right?
I done left my shit.
Shout out to Michael Kors, but I ain't rocking with Michael Kors. But yeah, shout out to Michael Kors.
Shut up. So you already touched on it.
15 grand on your back. That's got $15,000 more on your back.
Yeah, right. So you already touched on it. Like I said, mental health is a big thing to me. What do you do on a daily basis to keep yourself going, to keep yourself sane, and just?
I'll get back. I used to use cognitive thinking, so I write it down. So that's always good as an artist. And and just getting that. And I like to say what's on my mind. So I ain't one of the guys like to suppress it. Like if we got an issue, let's just get it out there. And that's why when we in them circles and everybody's there, even with the kids, we, you know, they got to open up, let them talk, and then we, you know, some people around. But that giving back, cognitive thinking, of course working, doing my movies and films to keep myself busy. And that's how I keep myself. And definitely, no, like I say, no cancer around. So you know, I've been around long enough to know who's there for me and who not. So I just keep the bull crap away from me, and I got a low challenge on that right now. And like you say, and that works with the outside public. So sometimes when I'm at home, I'm isolated sometimes from all that kind of stuff, but I rock out and the outside public, because if I ain't getting it from there, I still got to feed it, because I'm a people's person. So even if they taking that away from me, I'm still good because I can interact. Yeah.
No yoga, no grounding, no woosah.
Oh no! I run, I jog. Yeah, I run and stay in shape too, y'all. Definitely, that's a big part of that stuff too. Stay in shape, y'all.
Especially at our age, goddamn.
Yeah, stay in shape. That because I had pressure problems, all that kind of stuff with all that stuff going on, and that was bugging me. So I was like, you know what? Let me just go get all this together and work out. That's it. Yeah.
All right, my last question is for the audience. Do you guys got any questions? You know what I'm saying? I got, you know what I'm saying? Luke, I'm about to go ask a couple people questions real quick in the audience real fast.
Okay.
You feel what I'm saying? To see what's going on. What we got? My man,
Emilio, my name's
hold on. All right, hold on. Go over here real quick. You know what I'm saying? What's going on?
Frank, my guy.
Yes, sir.
Yo, Emilio, Luke Yetton. I'm an artist. I'm a producer. I'm a professional boxer.
Okay, cool.
Union bricklayer. So you guys were talking about, you know, believing in yourself and having that tunnel vision, getting the cancers away from you, the doubters, the haters. How long were you grinding, doing every odd job, showing up to every event, this and that, before you got that first check where you were like, okay, I believed in myself the whole time, but now I told you so?
Yeah, for years. I think for like 3.5 years. It was one of them things, rice and gravy. I was already used to it, but I just really had to grind, you know, rice and gravies and beers, canned beers and stuff like that, and long hours, you know, and them kind of days. And that took years. It seemed like forever.
You know, cans of tuna and ramen noodles.
Yeah, do you know, hot dogs and noodles and that kind of stuff, yeah. So for like 3.5 years. Grounded, just like dedicated myself to it.
I appreciate you, bro.
All right, who's okay, here we go. Hold on. What's your name?
I'm Brenda Hilaire.
Go ahead.
Hello.
Hello, how you doing?
I'm good. Thank you for what you shared. A lot of jewels. And I hope that the young people here will take what you're saying seriously. My question is, have you considered writing a book, a step-by-step, you or some of your proteges, to create documents or blueprints for the brothers and sisters that are coming into the game now, that they can follow, the do's and the do nots, because they really need to master their masters.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes,
and
ma'am.
I'm first generation hip hop. I've been in the circle for a long time. And this is a beautiful thing that our people have created. We have to maintain it, and we have to build the culture. And people like you can help the people coming behind you by way of this podcast and creating blueprints for the people to follow, like real stuff. So thank you.
No problem. And to answer your question, I have been dibbling that with the books, but I just never had time to actually execute the deal because of the other things on my table. But that's a great idea, to give them information on the book.
And for me, like, different artists can contribute. Producers, artists, podcasters. There's a lot of information out here that these people can really benefit from, and we can make our own money. So you're doing a lot of wonderful things, and I commend you.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Thank you.
How you doing? My name is Smooth Daniels. My name is Smooth Daniels. I'm an R&B artist. I want to thank you for admitting, dealing with mental health and actually giving back and starting something for the kids because our kids is our future.
Right.
And my question is, how was it for you transitioning from what it is, what we go through, into corporate America? You know what I mean?
Well, everything I'm doing, you got to get the hours under your belt. You got to, because with mental health, I had to get social work under my belt. I had to find out with the administrative team, get registry for all that kind of stuff. It's just about educating yourself on that. It's like come transition, like if you eat with clothes. I can't shoot the customer, they right, you know what I'm saying? So it's like a shift of your mindset. You gotta just shift your mindset, because it's a state of mind. You know, some of us is in our state of mind, you know what I mean? It's gutter, grimy. But at the end of the day, when you get somewhere else, you realize, hey, nobody wants to deal with that, and then you got a job to do.
I got to stand up for my dog. What, I got to press the button?
No, it's already good.
What's up, my dog?
What's up, bro? How you?
You already know. Look, I was about to get into some whole state property history, but we ain't going to do that.
Okay.
First off, I want to thank Leticia, my good friend, Frank Nino, for doing this. I want to thank everybody for just being here. Thank yourself for even being here.
That's right.
That's dope. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Secondly,
right.
clap yourself. Clap yourself. Clap it up. First of all, I want to jump into Philly mean dear to me. My son grew up in South Philly, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
He left New England when he was 15. He's 24 now.
Cool.
So me and my brother have a mental health podcast.
Okay.
And you changed the direction of what I was about to ask you. I was going to get into some hip-hop shit. You know what I'm saying? But once you said mental health and knowing me and my brother have a mental health podcast, I wanted to ask you how you dealt with mental health as an artist and as a black man.
Right.
But you answered that as you was going. So I felt like I needed to state that. Though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you speaking on that, being from the hood and being a black man, speaking on that, brother.
Yeah.
It's deep to me, man. We appreciate you out here.
Thanks for having me. Appreciate you.
All right.
All right, the last one right here. Last one.
Yes, sir.
Not me saying hello, Moto, while your phone's ringing.
I gotta get a different ringtone. I'm pissing on vibrate.
I just want to say thank you, my brother. A lot of good jewels you was dropping, a lot of great information.
Yeah.
And what I was pondering is like, a lot of artists need this information today. Have you ever considered starting a label or being more involved in a record label company and building artists from the start up?
I had a few sit downs. So with that being, that come with a lot. So I would have to have a power team. So all this kind of stuff. If I can get the right people behind me, I definitely do it. Because them artists, they want to be around. They hungry. They want to be around something that's protecting them. So we gotta create some type of union for them too. You know. So
That's
definitely, yeah.
It's a fact.
Thank you, my brother. Yes, sir.
Yeah, you know, somebody to protect them. Yeah.
Well, you got us here at Force the Win to help with that if you need your help with that. I also act too, so if you're looking for somebody for your series,
No,
you know.
Seriously, I'm gonna send you the link too. I'm gonna send you something.
Listen. What you need me to do?
I got you. Say, look, inbox me too, y'all. So if y'all serious about that, we got a apartment where you get acting classes and stuff like that, and then they put you on the movie, so they get you in SAG and that kind of stuff too, so you can go and get paid. So inbox me, I'll send y'all the link over too.
Well, I'm going to say, I was told not to say things like this because you're a regular person like I am, right? But it was an honor to sit next to you.
Oh,
because
thanks.
watching state property, just growing up to state property, like, it's an honor to sit next to you and be able to get the jewels that you dropped tonight. So I appreciate you for taking your time out.
Thanks for having me, y'all.
Right?
Yeah, I enjoyed myself.
Bro, appreciate you, my G.
myself.
It's good,
Seriously,
man.
for
Yeah.
sure. Real shit, Frank.
With that being said, this concludes tonight's episode of Force the Win podcast. I'm your girl, Leticia J.
And it's your boy, Frank Nino.
I'm Omillio Sparks. Give yourself a round of applause because you some beautiful people out there. There we go. There we go.
Thank you.